So hello, my dear friends. We are back with yet another Topper's Talk, and in front of us is another topper for NABARD 2024. And his story is a little bit different story compared to the other aspirants. Whenever we hear the topper of NABARD, right, the topper of NABARD is either from the engineering field, or the topper of NABARD is from the agriculture field, or the topper of the NABARD may be from some life sciences. But we would like to hear the story of Zahir, who hails from Kannur, Kerala. And his graduation right degree, he will only tell in which stream he has graduated and how he converted, right? Being with that stream, how he converted the right final into the final call for the NABARD into the select list. So with this, I would like to just invite Zahir Akhtar in my toppers talk. Zahir, my heartiest congratulations to you for making into this grand success, I would say, for NABARD 2024.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. So, I have done my graduation in BA English and Literature,
Hmm.
and it was completed way back in 2018 itself. And
Hmm.
since then, I was preparing for UPSC till 2022, and also I
Hmm.
have written in mains in
Right.
2022.
Hmm.
After the mains, I couldn't clear the mains, so I thought of shifting to the another field. And
Hmm.
one of my friends who is already joined in NABARD, he
Hmm.
told me about the prospects of NABARD,
Hmm.
and then I started preparing for NABARD in 2023 itself. And
Right.
initially, during the UPSC preparation time, I have also done my post graduation in MA Political Science through from ICNA also.
Hmm.
And since from a arts background, I was little bit scared about the initially about the qualifying and other non-qualifying sections also.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
So my friend only told me about the course by Clarity, and I had enrolled for the course I mean during 3 months before the prelims exam.
Hmm.
And since there was a short time in the 2023 attempt, my
Hmm.
aim
Hmm.
was to just clear the prelims and I want to experience the mains that year.
Yes.
So
Hmm.
the time was not enough for me to prepare well enough.
Hmm.
So in 2023, I was more focused on clearing the prelims itself, sir.
Hmm. Okay, good, good. See, many of the students like you know they call me and they ask me, sir, I'm from the like arts background. I have done literature. Or I'm not related to agriculture field. I every time I used to motivate them, and this time I would give the example of yours that even though if you study hard, right, your background doesn't matter. If they see some spark in you, they will definitely select you, and that has happened to me. So thank you, Jair, for giving me this right opportunity so that I can talk about you whenever such student calls to me. I will definitely quote your example that Jair has done it. You too can also do it if you work hard. That's nice. Now, coming on to the different phases of the examination, that your comments would definitely help the aspiring students. Phase one, qualifying, non qualifying, as you said in 2023, you have done this. So, what you have done in 23, what you have done to improve your performance in 2024 in the phase one, both the qualifying and non qualifying papers, if you can throw some light on it.
So with the prelim section, since I will be practicing lot of quizzes and mock tests. So
Mm,
phase one was not an issue for me. And for
mhm,
the non-qualifying session, for QRE and the computer knowledge and the decision making, I have already gone through the videos and the quizzes that have been provided by you. And
mm,
then I checked the last 2 to 3 years questions and the cutoff. Then
mm,
after giving some 2 to 3 mock tests, I was confident about the non-qualifying section. And 2023 itself, I was sure about clearing the prelims. But since only 20 to 25 days were there between both the prelims and result and the mains, I was not able to perform well in 2023 mains exam. That was due to
mhm,
the lack of preparation or practice of the descriptive paper, especially.
mhm,
My score in descriptive English was good, but the both the objective and the descriptive paper of ESA and ARD was not up to the mark. And I
mhm.
missed the interview call by around 13 to 40 marks that year. And
Okay.
after that, I started for the 2024 attempt by enrolling both the RBA and NABARD course of sir. I had enrolled for both the courses. And
Mhm,
since from January to around April, I was preparing for RBA only. Then the election schedule announced, and since I
mhm,
was not sure about, and I had asked the SAR also, what should I
mhm,
do? Whether I should go for RBI or NABARD. Then,
Mm-hmm.
since I had written a mains in 2023, I was more
Mm-hmm.
inclined to prepare for the NABARD alone, since I was not at all good enough in the Conda and reasoning section
Right.
of RBA. So I shifted completely to NABARD from the April onwards.
Mm-hmm.
So I have revised all the for the qualifying section, especially the ESI and ARD. I have revised all the ARD master sessions, the master notes, and there is a habit of me. I will be attempting the quiz first time, then I will be repeatedly reading the quizzes that is provided in the platform.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my main hope. I mean, that was the main thing I was doing during that time. Since when the notification came, I started to read the current and the ARD portion that is being provided by the sir, especially the power play. I have prepared a short note from the power play quizzes and all.
Right.
So in 2024 attempt, since the marks are not released, but by looking at the other keys and all, I'm very confident that I will be scoring more than 60 marks. That much
Mm-hmm.
confident I was with the prelims in
Mm-hmm.
2024. So
Mm-hmm.
that the main reason for that was the repeated practices and the repeated revisions, sir. So
Right.
I mm, I actually practiced a lot, not only some test or other test, and I practiced
Mm-hmm.
the same test multiple times.
Right.
So
Right. Right.
it actually helped me to retain the knowledge in me. And
Mm-hmm.
since I am from an arts background, I was
Mm-hmm.
a little bit scared about the technical details of the soil chemistry and all. Since in 2023 mains, some four questions were from the soil science. But
Mm-hmm.
after that, in 2024 attempt, I actually listened the soil science classes provided by you around 2 to 3 times. Then I got clear clarity on that. Only
Mm-hmm.
basic understanding is needed for us,
Right.
and rest will the rest we can do in that exam only. So I
Mm.
focused more on the revising the master notes and master sessions repeatedly. So
Right.
the
Right.
ARD section, I was very confident in the 2024 attempt. And the
Mm-hmm.
ESI section, the notes already provide the power play. This all helped me to get more marks in the prelims
Right.
itself. So in after the prelims, since I was very sure of clearing, I could devise more time to practicing the mains answer, which I didn't do
Mm-hmm.
in the 2023 attempt. And
Mm-hmm.
I had after the mains exam itself, SAR provided a list of probable topics that we need to look on the mains. I had made
Mm-hmm.
a notes on that on those topics, and I revised it a lot of times during that time till the results. After the
Right.
results, I think SAR started the daily answer writing session.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
This way, actually, I improved my answer writing and the typing speed
Mm-hmm.
during that time, sir.
Right. That means you have put in quite a effort, right, for this. It's not like that you have prepared something and given the examination and got selected. It shows the way you are saying the things. It shows your determination and the efforts you have put in for the examination, Zahid. Right. And you
Yes, sir.
religiously followed your mentor. That is also reflecting in your words.
Sure, sir.
Yeah. Now coming on to see one thing student always ask, they are worried about of scheme section, both in the prelims and in the mains. They always talk about what to read, which scheme to cover, right? They are always asking such questions. When you were also preparing, you might be also having such doubts in your mind. So, how did you attempted this section? How many schemes you covered, both for the prelims, mains? How was your journey for the scheme section, especially?
So, with regard to schemes, in the initial years, I mean, for the first attempt, I was going with the lot of schemes. So,
Mm-hmm.
one compilation from other institute, I was reading that lot of schemes. But after the attempt, I could realize that we should not be reading that much schemes. There is some
Mm-hmm.
important schemes and some important ministries is there, and we need to look with regard to certain aspects of the schemes only. And
Mm-hmm.
in the 2024 attempt, I was known that, and I through the following the current affairs or the ESI portion, I could realize that this scheme is important for this year. And
Mm-hmm.
through the economic survey and budget, I could understand that okay, these are the schemes mentioned in the economic survey, and I had
Mm-hmm.
gone through the schemes and the classes provided by you in the portal itself. So you have covered the rural development schemes from the Rural Development Ministry wise annual report.
Right.
So
Right.
that has really helped me to get the details more about the major flagship schemes of rural development ministry. And also the agriculture ministry also you have given around 10 to 12 important schemes class. And I had
Right.
practiced the MCQs provided in that. And
Mm.
since through the quizzes or the through the power play, I could realize that some schemes are more important. We should not
Yes.
run behind all those schemes. So this
Mm-hmm.
way, it will actually retain more information in us. So
Yeah.
we should clearly identify that we should not run behind lot of schemes, lot of 100 or 100 plus schemes behind that.
Mhm.
There is ample, I mean, there is some significant or important schemes that will be definitely asking the exam. So we can
Right.
clearly identify those schemes and we can
Mhm.
clearly prepare more depth into that, sir.
Right, right. Rightly said. And this is also my advice always that see what is the trend and prepare according to that only, right? You don't have to prepare all these games. That will be a waste of time actually for the examination. Right. Now, Zahir, as you said that you missed 2023 selection due to not performing well in the descriptive. And
Yes,
2024, you worked upon this, right? And
yes.
you are now selected candidate. So many such students are there. They fear this descriptive paper. So what would be your suggestion that from 23, what you have learned that how to practice this descriptive, how many questions to practice, right? What should be the quantum of practice, how we should practice? What would be your suggestion on this? Please share your experience on this from 23 to 24.
So, from January onwards, since for both RBI and NABARD, we should be
Hmm.
attempting the descriptive paper. So, in like a weekly time, I started to practice one or two ESI questions or one or two questions from the ARD in that week.
Hmm.
And around 3 to 4 questions per week. I will prepare
Hmm.
the content. I will study the content, and
Hmm.
next day I just open my. I practiced through my iPad only, so I
Hmm.
open the like notepad in it and I will put a timer in it. If for 50 mark a question, I will put 25 minutes. And for 10 mark, I will put around 20 minutes. So this way I practiced a lot during that time from January onwards. And after the mains, I mean after the prelims, I got a ample amount of content that already I prepared from the probable topics you have to mention.
Hmm.
So, and also since you have started last year, there were only limited number of descriptive mocks, and
Hmm.
I was also not the time was also not so such, so I
Hmm.
could not attempt that time. So in the 2024, I could see the daily practice test. I mean, around
Hmm.
2 to 3 questions that is
Hmm.
being provided by the sir. So one 10 marker question or one 50 marker question.
Yes,
I
yes.
started to write around 11 tests, I think 11 or 12
Hmm.
daily practice
Yes.
tests have been provided that time.
Hmm.
I practiced all the 11 tests and also I worked upon the feedbacks that is being provided by the evaluator. So
Hmm.
this way, I was actually got how to get the content right in that limited amount of time and
Hmm.
how
Hmm.
to put that into the answer during the actual exam. And also, I have practiced the full mock length test, and I for the ESA and ARD, I attended all the mocks. For English, I only attended 2 mock tests since I was confident about English. So this way, actually, I had practiced a lot. I mean, I have
Hmm.
done the work what should we need to do. Since the 2023 attempt itself, I was able to know that. So if we
Hmm.
have lot of content, but if it is not coming to your hand, I mean, to the keyboard, it is not worth it.
Hmm.
So
Hmm. Hmm.
there should be a balance in both. We should be having proper structure in our mind, and the proper speed should be there, and easily we can make that to the in during that limited amount of time, sir. So
Right.
this will practice a lot during that time.
Right. So this is a clear message. This is a clear message to all those aspirants who are preparing for NABARD, especially those fresh aspirants. Practice is the key. If you don't practice, you will fall somewhere, right? Your
Yes,
story
sir.
tells, yeah, your story is tells this message that practice is the key. One more thing, word limit students have a different right thinking about the word limit that they have to reach the 600 word limit, they have to reach the 400 word limit. How many words you have written in the descriptive answer, and anything special? you have done to write your descriptive answer by say taking the format of the answers like subheaders or underlining or capitalizing the thing. How do you have attempted your descriptive in the real examination?
Sir, since you have done a test, I mean a session on how to attempt the mock test, in that you
Hmm.
have mentioned that we can, for underlining or for specially highlighting this, we can put the star marks. I
Hmm.
had actually implemented that in my this year attempt. But
Hmm.
with regards to the words limit, we know that this year I could not attempt all the 400 words of the 10 marker question. But the
Hmm.
content was actually good with regards to the
Right.
content. So we should be balancing on the both side. Mere words should not be enough, and we should not be low on the content also. So
Hmm.
I had the practices and the mock test has given me a good intro, body, and conclusion. And also the one I practice, I mean, I started to use the star marks after each and every heading and all.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
this year, I think that there is a special one question on financial inclusion and what are the things that
Hmm.
being asked. So that question, that is a 50 marker question. I was able to attempt it that very well using all these techniques, and also since it was a prepared question, so
Hmm.
I was able to attempt it more good. I mean, more rightly. And the other question, there were one question on 10 marker question on two schemes, Samitwa and other scheme. I could not
Yes.
remember.
Yes.
Yes, sir. So that scheme also we had already read through our schemes classes and all. So we should be uh, arranging a proper structure, and we should be providing the necessary details only. So, and after the mains, I was little bit doubtful of whether I should clear or not like that,
Hmm.
because the objective of the this year was little bit tougher than the last year
Hmm. Yes.
with regard to the objective. So I was a bit doubtful after the mains. So I was like whether I performed well or whether I will be selected, and the number of vacancies was also less. So I
Hmm.
was not in a double mind after the mains exam. Till
Hmm.
result, I was not sure about whether I will clear or not.
Hmm. Right. But ultimately you cleared and you made it very clear with final selection also. Now coming on to the next round of the examination, that is interview, that holds much significance nowadays due to 50 marks. How was your overall experience in the interview? If you can explain what has happened over there.
So after the results came, it was around in November 29. So I
Hmm.
was expecting it will be around January first week or second week itself. So the time
Hmm.
was actually limited in that. And
Hmm.
the first mock I attended was the mock conducted by Clarity only. That
Hmm.
might was an eye opener for me. Where should I focus my
Hmm.
where should I focus, and where should my stand prepare the answers, or where should I read more? So
Hmm.
that way I started to focus more on the essentials. And also I have gone I literally gone to Pune. I mean Pune, the two friends of my already mine are prepared. I mean they are in the NABARD only. So
Hmm.
I have gone there, and also I prepared from there. So this way I got because I was bit more tensed about the
Hmm.
interview. So
Hmm.
I was like I should go there and prepare with them. So the little bit of time they are getting there, they provide me with the details of what should you do, what should you should not do. And this way I got a clear understanding of how to make this interview phase clear. So, and
Hmm.
also I had my two other friends who are already preparing for NABARD. I will
Hmm.
share. I just ask them, just video call me
Hmm.
and ask one or two questions daily. This way has actually improved my speaking or that
Hmm.
skills
Hmm.
through that
Right.
time. And Sarah, the first day after the mock test from the Clarity, Sarah, after the mock, you called me. Actually, that mock
Hmm.
has uh, really an eye opener for me that day. I was
Hmm.
completely depressed. Oh, what should I do? There is only limited
Hmm.
time. Then Sir
Hmm.
called, and you should definitely focus on what are the essentials and no need to worry. And I was
Hmm.
actually worrying about my mains marks and my background. I think Sir will remember. I had actually asked
Yes,
you
yes, yes,
at
I
six
remember.
and from a non-agree background whether I will be or
Yes.
whether I will be less. And so,
Mm,
what you said, I focused on more on that, the website, the annual report, and about my education and my background itself. Since I have
mm,
also done a certificate course in digital banking from IABF, so I
mm,
focused more on what things I have done or what were the things I have been doing all these years and the essentials that are required, the mainly the annual report and the website. So I
mm,
was completely devoted, and thankfully the interview was a little bit later. I mean, it was got in February only, so I got an ample amount of time to prepare for the interview.
mm. Right, right, right. And Zahir, this is also one of the right, say you can say good luck or say every year the students I'm mentoring from Kerala, right? Every year I'm getting very good students and they're getting selected. So I hope this journey will continue. That coming years also from Kerala, I will get such students. I can mentor them, right, and they can finally get selected. So thanks to you. You also made it this year. And my last question to you, Zahir, would be: what three suggestions would you like to give to the this year's aspirant? What they should do?
So the main advice is we should revise multiple times, especially with the respect of master notes. Since in
Mm,
2023 also you have done a revision session, 2024 also. I think
mm,
one day before the prelims also you have done a session on the master notes. So
mm,
we should revise more. So
mm,
since all the revision sessions you were mentioning, so these are the areas you should work on. These are the things you should remember. So by that we can actually remember the things that are only needed. We can
mm,
filter
mm,
out the unnecessary things. So whether we should focus more on the important things. And the second
mm,
thing is we should practice more. And the practice more means both the prelims and the both the mains. We should focus more on the mock test, and we should
mm,
practice the descriptive also. We should not take the descriptive light-hearted. So we should
mm,
focus more on the descriptive also, and also we should work on the feedbacks that are being provided by the mentors. So
mm, mm.
it actually will help in the real exam. And the
Right.
third is actually we should revise the mock test. Everybody will be saying that we should do ample amount of mock tests and all, but we should be actually reading that mock test multiple times. So I
Right.
actually remember that the day before the prelims I actually gone through all the power plays of the ARD sections, mainly
Mm,
especially the important soil science chapter, animal husbandry, horticulture. I actually gone through all the questions and the answers. This way I
mm,
actually revised all the power play multiple times. So this will really help to retain the information. So
mm, mm.
the practice, revision, and the revision of mock test. These are the main three things I should suggest to all the future aspirants, sir.
Right. And see, all the future aspirants, those who are listening to this video, right? One thing is important. See, whatever you listen from Zahir, whatever he has said in this span of 20-25 minutes, every word of his reflects that he has tried to revise the thing, practice the thing again and again. Either it is mock, either it is phase one, either it is phase two. So this is very important. Keep the things limited, but practice again and again. That is the key to success, I think, Zahir.
So
So thank you, Zahir, for giving us time and talking about the right NABARD and its preparation and the journey that how it should go on for the future aspirants.
sure, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much,
All the
sir.
best. All the best, Zahir, for your all the future endeavors.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Okay, Zahir.